These are 5 things I don't spend money on as a financially literate 31-year-old with 6 figures invested who wants to retire early. Of course, these 5 things alone won't get you there. The biggest pillar for me was increasing my income, but these have definitely helped along the way. First up is getting Ubers all the time. I actually don't mind getting the bus or the tube if I feel safe in London. Ubers can make me feel quite unwell because they're electric vehicles and they don't give the same sounds as a normal car, and apparently that can make people feel quite unwell, and I'm one of those people. So I actually feel quite sick in the back of an Uber. 2, and this is quite specific to me, is that I don't always have to pay for haircuts. My mum is actually a hairdresser, and since I was young, she has always cut my hair. And if I'm being honest, I genuinely think she does the best job. I used to be really fussy with my hair when I was younger. If my mum cut it even a little bit shorter than I wanted, I would just cry. And I actually kind of have those feelings now when you come back from the hairdresser and you said, please don't cut much off, and they cut loads off and you feel like you're bald. If anyone has any recommendations for amazing London hairdressers who don't cut your hair too short, let me know. 3 is actually never paying 100% of rent and bills. I have never lived alone in London. I've always either lived with friends or my partner, and so I have never had to cover 100% of the bills and rent, and I actually think that is a bit of a game changer. There is such thing as a single tax, and single girlies and men pay a lot more than people that are in couples. And so firstly, I think it's just important to acknowledge that. But then secondly, it's also been a way that I've been able to save and invest a lot of money is because I'm splitting those things. 4 is that I rarely, if ever, pay full price for plane tickets. So for example, last year, I think I got entirely free flights to Switzerland to go on a ski holiday. I know I'm going to have people in the comments telling me that is definitely not the most efficient use of my Amex points, and I know you're right, so teach me your ways. Let me know. Is it better to use them for upgrades? I'm not quite sure. Number 5 is that I actually really love buying vintage rather than new. So for example, I went to Battersea Boot, it's like a car boot sale, and I got an Aquascutium trench coat for, I think it was like £40, and they sell for hundreds, and I absolutely loved it. I've also been able to get Manolo Blahniks from vintage stores, and a lot of my jewelry is vintage, and I get a lot of compliments on it because it's quite unique and not many people have the same item. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and follow for more content from me.